What's up, crypto geeks, and welcome to another exciting video. A ton of stuff for you guys, actually scary stuff today, because it looks like the SEC is going to be on a hunting spree, and I wouldn't be shocked based on a lot of the reports I'm going to show you, and there's already a case actually happening. I wouldn't be surprised if the next lawsuit is against ADA, and it's very unfortunate and sad, but everything is looking like ADA is the next target for SEC, and I'll tell you why. This thing with Ripple and the SEC is going to make a huge difference to what's happening in the crypto industry, and it could mean devastation actually for every cryptocurrency. And maybe even if Ripple settles and we get a resolution, I don't know if Cardano is going to do as well, just because of some of the information I have for you guys. I know that before I start, I always bother you with this, but please click that like and subscribe button. It helps me out, helps promote the YouTube algorithm, and pushes the video. So please click that like and subscribe button. And if you don't have your notifications on, make sure you do. I'll start by saying that Cardano right now and over the last little while has done outstanding. It's outperformed a lot of the other cryptocurrencies. So great on Cardano. And actually Cardano is one of my favorite coins. So it's sad that I have to talk about a bit of what the SEC sounds like is planning to do. Based on some of the work I have for you and my analysis. So keep a close eye, but we have to talk about it because we have to know. And I'll go through that with you guys in the next little while. Now, obviously, I'm not a financial or legal advisor. Don't take my word for anything. Always do your own research. It's your own investment. So if you lose money, it's going to be you that feels bad. So you always have to make your own research. With that, let me just get started. First of all, I'm going to start with this article. It's on CoinDesk. And actually, unfortunately, within the UK right now, actually, no one is paying attention just because the United Kingdom and London in the United Kingdom is not as big as the United States. But Cardano is actually already having action against them from FinTech. There's a big article in here, and I'm not going to go through the entire article, but it was actually from March 17th, about a year ago, that they're still fighting this. They're actually still fighting it. It's not even over. But again, not as big of an economy in London or the United Kingdom, but this is already the case actually in that area. And I wouldn't be shocked if again the SEC is filing lawsuit or planning to do some sort of action as well. Remember, the only thing right now that's protecting Cardano from legal action by the SEC is one major thing. And I'll tell you what it is in 2 seconds here. The fact that the Cardano Foundation is based out of Switzerland. So the jurisdiction for the SEC is a bit more difficult. But keep in mind, SEC has never just went off of headquarters. It's based off of sales. And fact is, I don't have a specific number, but I was actually looking at the exchanges between ADA and what currencies. And the vast majority of Cardano and ADA, their currency, is based off exchanges in the United States. Or the US dollar, which means the vast majority are in the United States that are trading it. Remember, guys, the next upcoming currency after XRP in terms of altcoins is Cardano. And the trading volumes have been higher now than ever. And remember, the main reason that the SEC actually filed a lawsuit against Ripple is what? If you can remember, and the biggest argument right now in the lawsuit is what? Utility. What is the utility right this second of Cardano? It's actually nothing. In fact, ADA right now and Cardano don't even have smart contracts. So essentially, you're buying a coin that has no utility. Even himself, the founder of ADA, Cardano, Charles Hoskins, himself said that when the lawsuit was filed against Ripple, he said, look, this is actually word for word what he says. The problem with cryptocurrencies is they do everything and nothing. And some days they look like securities. Some days they look like commodities. Some days they look like currencies. And some days they look like something else entirely. So even he recognized on his own that his own currency at times looked like security. And this is not to diss ADA by any means. I love ADA and I'm invested into them. But XRP has even more utility than ADA at this point because it's being used by banks and has been being used by banks for a while. Cardano, on the other hand, and ADA has not had any utility at all from the beginning, as they don't even have smart contract capacity yet. And to this day, they don't have smart contract capacity. Now we get into another critical point that the SEC has focused on in terms of who to, and it is the initial coin offering. Now, every time you talk to her, the SEC or Gary Gensler or anybody has discussed which cryptocurrencies are securities, which cryptocurrencies are not, or currencies, they always talk about the initial coin offering. ADA has, or an XRP had an initial coin offering. In fact, that initial coin offering was in Asia, primarily Japan. How much was offered? $70 million. And that was the startup cost for Cardano and ADA. Another big point that everybody pushes on Ripple and that the court and the SEC has targeted Ripple for is the amount of XRP that the company Ripple owns. Guess how much IOKH, which is the company similar to Ripple that runs Cardano and runs ADA. They have 8% of the coin supply of ADA. Guys, I don't see a single difference. Plus, 30 million in cash to the writer code for Cardano over a 3-year period. Guess who that is happening to as well? Does that not sound like Jed McCullough for you, the co-founder of XRP that split and is now the owner or founder of Stellar or XLM? Exact same scenario. There is literally no difference in terms of startup and management between Ripple and Cardano. Are we done yet? Absolutely not. Look at what Gary Gensler himself, and this is only less than a month ago, guys, 10 days ago, himself. Gary says SEC should be ready to bring cases involving crypto. And you know what else he said? And this is not in this exact article, but he said that 95% of cryptos are actually securities. And that if we only left 500 cryptocurrencies on the market after we file a lawsuit, that would be more than enough cryptocurrencies on the market. If this is not enough to convince you, if I haven't given you enough information to convince you that ADA and Cardano is the next on the list to be sued, let me show you one more thing, guys. Guess when, and people say this all the time, Ripple is centralized. That's why they're being sued. And why is Ripple centralized? Because the company owns the vast majority. And I just showed you that IOKH, the company that runs Cardano, owns 8% of ADA. So if that wasn't enough, when did Cardano officially, under their own claims, become completely decentralized? Was that a year ago? 2017, 2018? No! Cardano themselves declared that they became centralized, 100% centralized, only 3 months ago. Even less than 3 months ago, guys. So they're literally a copy case of XRP and Ripple. In fact, everything that the SEC has been signaling is that they're targeting those specific cases. They have one advantage over Ripple. In fact, this advantage could at any second become a disadvantage, and it's that their headquarters are in Switzerland rather than in the United States. But at any point, if the United States government decides that they want to support local companies, which you've been hearing a lot all over the news, they're going to leave. Companies like Ripple alone are going to start targeting companies that are outsiders. And guess who becomes first on the list? Cardano. And Charles, the owner of Cardano, lives where? You hear him every single day. Sunny Colorado, right? So he's not far away, and they could target him personally as the founder of the company. It's not that far off. Again, guys, this is something for you to think of. Make your own decisions as what you think, and tell me who you think that the SEC is going to sue next. But this is very clear in my vision. And from my analysis that I brought from you, that Cardano is almost definitely the next on the list for SEC's lawsuit. And we have an example in the United States and the United Kingdom are very closely connected in terms of, the way they view and see things. And the United States could follow very quickly FinTech and file a lawsuit against Cardano. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section and click that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.